Yes, you are.
All right, thank you. 20-some years ago, I was an LGBT Howard County student, and there was no support at all. My parents were not against it, but they had no idea how to help me navigate basic adolescent developmental stages, like having a crush on a girl when it's socially dangerous to even admit that, and potentially more so if her family were to be anti-LGBTQ. I've been so happy now that I am back in Howard County and I have kids who are HCPSS students to see how the support of our LGBTQ students has increased, that their existence is not denied in curriculum, that the rainbow support in school exists, they have their own book club, and that there's going to be someone in the central office specifically for LGBT student issues. Speaking of mental health, which is all on our minds right now, LGBTQ adolescents are one of the groups with the highest rate of suicide among all teens, and it's directly tied to the level of acceptance that they feel in their home and in their community. Acceptance of LGBTQ people has varied across cultures and eras, but their existence is not in doubt in any of them. It is true that people in this culture and era have become more accepting since the 80s when the government did nothing to address the AIDS pandemic because it was seen as a gay thing. But not all people are as accepting, as you can see by the open letters to you. And while it is less accepted to be outright against LGBT students, I see a lot of I'm not anti-LGBT, but, and we all know if that's how your sentence is going, that's where you should stop. It's unfortunate that so many parents have taught their children to be anti-LGBT while also promoting the idea that hate is only taught by parents and children are naturally accepting. Your job at the Board of Ed is to address the needs of all students, even if it requires you to examine your own prejudices and set them aside. LGBTQ students have the right to openly exist and have their specific needs supported. People who treat the open existence and acceptance by the school system of LGBTQ students as an attack and try to get the school system to try and deny their existence and leave them unsupported should not have their ideas entertained by you as the BOE. As in choosing to be Board of Ed members, you took on the moral obligation to educate and support all students. Some people have brought religion into it, but as a government institution in America, you should be following the founding fathers and not placing any one religion above others, which means not elevating their religious beliefs against LGBTQ people into school policy. I'd also like to end by saying that as the parent of a student with a disability who has been put in support in restraint and seclusion, that I support everything that Diane Henry said before me. Thank you.
Thank you. Next, Daniel New.